Okay, so I've already done my eyebrows, so we're going to go ahead and move on to using NYX's Total Control Foundation Drops as my eyeshadow primer. It's in the shade Natural. And I have mixed other foundations in here to make it darker because Natural was a bit too light for me. And now we're going to just blend that out with a beauty blender. And these are the 3 brushes I'm using for today's look. And now I'm taking my Airspun Loose Face Powder and the fluffier brush, and I'm going to be setting my eyelid. Now I'm taking my Modern Renaissance palette and my Sephora 205 brush, and I'm using Warm Taupe, which is like a gray undertoned brown, and I'm putting that in my crease for a transition shade. Now I'm taking the fluffy brush and blending that out. Now I'm taking the same 205 brush and using Love Letter, which is this cute pink, and I'm putting a little bit of that into my crease, and of course blending that out. Now I'm taking a lot more of Love Letter and placing that on my lid. And you can also just take your finger for better pigmentation and just place that on your lid. Now I'm taking Cypress Umber and placing that in my outer V, working it into my crease. Now I'm taking a black eyeliner pencil and tight lining. Next I'm taking my Anastasia brush and using that to slightly smudge out the liner. Then I'm taking a makeup wipe to clean up the sides. Next I'm using the shade Primavera as my brow bone highlight. Now I am curling my lashes, and then I'm going to be using my Too Faced waterproof mascara and getting my lashes clumpy and voluminous. Now that we're done with the eyes, we're going to move on to the face. Now I'm taking my Too Faced Hangover Primer, which is a more oily primer, but it gets tacky, which I love, and putting that on the outer portions of my face, and then using Master Prime Blur and Redness Control Primer and putting that more on my T-zone because it's a bit more mattifying than the other one. Now I'm taking my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray and using that as an extra barrier, and just because I'm wanting to be a little bit more extra today, I'm using this super cute fan. Next, I'm taking my NYX Total Control Foundation Drops again and using that for foundation. And to blend that out, I'm using my oval brush I'm pretty sure I got from like TJ Maxx, but I love it. It works really great. Next, I'm taking a Wet n Wild and Maybelline concealer, and they're in the shade Light Ivory and 20 Sand. And I mix them because the Wet n Wild one is really thick and dries really fast, and then the Maybelline one is a lot more creamy, so I love mixing them together. Now I'm taking a beauty blender to just blend it all in. Now I'm taking my Airspun Loose Face Powder and quickly setting all the areas I put concealer because the Wet n Wild concealer tends to dry and crease pretty fast. Now I'm taking my mineral foundation powder and an e.l.f. kabuki brush and using that to set the rest of my face, and I think it's by the brand Cherimoya, not really sure how to pronounce it. Now I'm taking my Hoola bronzer by Benefit and taking my 204 Sephora brush, using the contour end and putting that on my forehead to bronze it up. Next, I'm taking this brow kit and using the shade Light Brown as my contour shade. Kinda just goes to show that you can use different makeup products for different purposes. Now I'm taking that Hoola bronzer and using that to bronze up my cheeks a little bit higher than where we put the contour. Next, I'm taking the Voyage palette by The Balm Cosmetics and using these two really pretty blushes, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce them, because I'm gonna mess up, so I'm gonna have it written on the screen somewhere. Next, I'm taking the airspun powder and using that to bake my contour. Now I have in my hands my obsession at the moment. But wait, I forgot to do my nose contouring, so I can't forget that. I'm gonna do that real fast. I'm doing some baking on the sides of my nose right here. Letting that sit. And then I'm moving on to my lower lash line because I move all over the place when I do my makeup. Now I'm taking Love Letter and the 205 crease brush and smoking that on my lower lash line. Then I'm taking Cypress Umber on the Anastasia brush and using that mainly on the outer corner. And then I'm taking the Too Faced mascara and putting a light coat of that on the bottom lashes, dusting away the bake from my nose. And now we get to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in collaboration with Nicole Guerrero. Then I'm taking the opposite end of my 204 Sephora brush and spraying it with a little bit of the all-nighter spray to help intensify the highlight even more, even though it doesn't need it. And I'm taking a mix between Kitty Cat and Glow Getter, and I'm placing that on the high points of my cheeks. I'm taking a mix of Forever Young and Forever Lit and putting that on my Cupid's bow. And then with my finger, taking Forever Young and putting that on my nose. Now I'm using 143 and Forever Lit as my inner corner and brow bone highlight. Next, I'm taking Too Faced Melted Liquid Lipstick in the shade Melted Nude, but I thought it was a bit too orange, so I'll fix that later. But first, I'm wiping off my bake from my contour. And then I'm going to go in with Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Nude Thrill, and then setting everything with the all-nighter spray. And that is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around during my awkwardness, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!